So wonderfully hungry. Hope you guys have a healthy appetite too, Saturday. Yeah, I'm simply wonderfully hungry. I hope you're giving thanks. Me, you got a healthy appetite too, right? I said, I'm simply wonderfully hungry, and I take you're giving thanks. You said thank you, right? You said thanks.
No, I just said it's good to see you.
Oh, hey, all right.
Doc, it's been a while. I used to see you all the time on that bike.
All right, yeah. So, I'm hoping that means you remembering means you got a healthy appetite, right?
Yeah.
All right, it's wonderful knowing through our healthy appetite, our hunger, that we're not having a heart attack at the moment. Having a heart attack is not a yeah kind of thing. It's terrible medically. So this lets us know we're not having something terrible medically, which is pretty medically, it must be the opposite of terrible. And so what's the antonym? The opposite of terrible.
Great.
Wonderful, right?
Wonderful.
All right, you guys didn't pick up on the wonderful. Allows me to acknowledge and recognize you're really not hearing people around you saying they're wonderfully hungry, are you? All right, but you hear people say they have a healthy appetite, right?
No.
You don't hear people say, "Oh, that kid ate all of the Brussels sprouts and what a healthy appetite that kid has." You heard that before, right?
Healthy appetite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because it is. When the parents are worried about their kid, the first thing the pediatrician will typically ask is, "Your kid eating?"
How's his appetite?
Yeah, right. And if the parents go, "Oh, the kid's eating," the doctor will say, "There's no need to go to the emergency room, especially right now with it being so crowded and it's now intense and stuff, right? With that RSV stuff going around." All right. So you got a healthy appetite, right?
Absolutely.
All right, and that's wonderful. And so the first part, we all know that's true, right? That phrase, healthy appetite. All right. So think on this. We all agree is true. The phrase, healthy appetite.
And you know what? The best appetite is a spiritual one.
Well, here's the thing. If we don't have an appetite, if we aren't hungry for food, if we're not eating, it's like that example of the kid. We're checking out. We're dying. And that's terrible. It really is.
On both senses.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
All right, it's terrible. I think it's if we're dying physically,
Spiritually too.
it's tough being spiritual at that point because the spirit's leaving us. All right, you guys we established that you guys have a healthy. You're wonderfully hungry too. Now try saying you're wonderfully hungry. So how are you?
Wonderfully hungry.
All right, there you go. All right, so here's the thing. Thank you, God, for causing us to be wonderfully hungry. It's written in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3 in the Old Testament
Okay.
that Moses said to his people in his farewell address when he was saying farewell, because he wasn't allowed to go to the promised land, even though he worked 40 years. He wasn't allowed. He was saying farewell to them because he said, he, pointing to God, humbled you, causing
Deuteronomy what?
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3. What's written there is Moses. It's written that Moses said to all the Jewish tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel, he humbled you,
Right.
causing you to hunger.
Well, I can appreciate too what he says that man does not live by
Yeah,
bread
but wait, there's more.
but
Causing you,
by
and then
every
feeding
expression
you
from Jehovah's
with
mouth.
manna, which neither you nor your forefathers knew anything about.
Right.
Elsewhere in the Bible, it's described that manna has the color of coriander seed and tastes like wafers made with
Right.
honey. Right. So it's real food. So when Moses was talking about he humbled you, causing the hunger, and then feeding you with manna, real food, even though the Hebrew word manna means what is it, because they didn't know what it was. That is hunger for food. And it sounds like what even? Desserts.
Yeah, breakfast.
Yeah, made from wafers and honey. Right, off white color of coriander seed, and tasting like wafers made from honey. All right, so that's real. And you know what they say? We always have room for dessert. So that means what? Yeah, we're gonna always have that healthy appetite for that manna, right? It's from heaven. So you know it's got to be good stuff, right? And we know what it's from Scripture that they had this. They were able to eat this every day for 40 years. So it must be really tasty and good, because otherwise people would what? We can't. Oh, God, you got to send us something. We're tired of this. It's not written that they said that.
But they were. Some of them
Yeah.
were.
No, they were grumbling, but the ones that grumbled,
Yeah.
the ones that grumbled
They wouldn't
perished.
eat.
Perished in the desert. They didn't make it. So,
Yep.
so that's
But it wasn't
that's
because they
being
wasn't eating.
that's being terribly
He
hungry.
wasn't given nothing.
It wasn't
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
weren't eating.
but it's because before they even swallowed that quail, God struck them down because they were misbehaving terribly.
Yeah.
So that's what it means to be terribly hungry. Because if we're terribly hungry, terrible things happen to us. For one thing, God doesn't like us being that way. So we thank God. Thank you for causing us to be wonderfully hungry and helping us say we're wonderfully. I heard you say, but I still haven't heard. So how are you? How are you, River? What they say? We're wonderfully made, so we're
Yeah,
wonderfully.
wonderfully hungry.
All right, all right.